let's take a look at Tezos, shall we? Tezos versus the Bitcoins, Tezos versus the dollar coins. How about that? Sounds good. Sounds good to me too. I'm Rocky Outcrop. I do these videos daily. If you're just tuning in for the first time, hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. If you're tuning in for the 10th time and you've still never hit that subscribe button, then come on, get on board, join the party. Let's just dive on over to the Discord first off to see what everybody's been saying in here since the last time that I checked in with everybody. So, there's quite a bit of chat in this one. Let's have a wee read through it real quick, shall we? This is August the 6th, so today's chat. Mine comes every 3 days, sometimes 4, it's talking about staking rewards here. Yeah, what's the chat with that? How does it all work? From my understanding, every time your bag of XTC increases, you'll receive the full APY percent of the total XTZ you own after 30 to 45 days. For example, if I have 100 XTZ today and purchased another 100 XTZ, I'll receive my staking rewards on time for the original 100 XTZ. Will receive more for your staking rewards 30 to 45 days upon you delegating to your XTZ to Coinbase, or let Coinbase provide their custodial service for XTZ. I'm not sure if they consider it baking with Coinbase or just using their custodial service. Oh yeah, but they're such a rip-off, man. They're charging like 30%. It's not worth it. The delay now sort of ish makes sense. I agree. Cool. We all agreed on that. It does make sense, but it's not worth it. What's the word on Tezos, guys? Worth a punt, says Fez. Litters da Fiend. This is the guy whose name that I just read as being, I just read it as a bunch of letters, but I have to say it now this time. Litters da Fiend. Can XTC pull a link, please? Well, interesting. I wonder, because they have been similar. Token Crunch, an article posted here. The Tezos Foundation partners with Open VASP Association to implement FATF's travel rule for virtual assets. Other members include Signum Bank, Seba Bank. Anyway, I don't know about that. That's some news, so I'd have to read that, so I'm not going to. Here comes the XTZ pump. Yeah, man, got £1,200 in this one. May make a little bit, then back into BTC. Could this all be an engulfing candle? Hope so, says Peter Pan. His name's Tony. Shout out to Tony, really. Bran says 660 in 30 days. Bran, by the way, you're the worst SEO, YouTube SEO guy I've ever worked with. And by the way, Bran, you're the best SEO guy I've ever worked with. Just wanted to give a shout out to Bran. He is my SEO guy on YouTube. I think he's done absolutely nothing for me. I don't think he's even logged in. Love him though. Great guy. Peter Pan, gotta see the day close. Smiley face, how exciting. 78.6 broken. Smiley face, that's a big push, mate. Do you think so? New article from Breaking Bad posted just a day about new integrations. Breaking Bad people I follow on Twitter. I think they follow me as well. Oh, that's nice. I mean, look at me. I've got a massive amount of Twitter followers, 205. People following me, but is Baking Bad on this list? Are they? Seems not. Seems that nobody called Baking is on there. Oh wait, yeah. Ah well, sad times. I guess I'm not famous after all. But where are you? Why are you not on this list? Tell you what, you should probably be on this list. Some really decent people to follow on this list, no doubt. Great guy, Ben Twan there. Crypto Whale, I enjoy his posts. Ash Davidson, good YouTuber. Shall we check out his YouTube channel while we're here? Let's just give him a shout out. Home, videos. Let's watch a video. Oh, by the way, I watch YouTube at 2 speed. And great video, mate. Cheers. Thanks very much. Great. Gonna just have to get on with the show though. Anyway, did you notice he doesn't have a join button? Did you notice that I do have a join button? That's because we're a really special family and YouTube has acknowledged that. 29,000 subscribers before you're supposed to get, before you qualify automatically for that join button. I've got it on the channel already. Why? Because Rocky Outcropticians hit all those boxes. We tick all those boxes that we've done an amazing job in terms of YouTube, and therefore, where the hell, if I wanted to see my channel, if you want to see my channel here, we've got the join button. Check it out, the join button that exists on the channel. How quality is that? And we've only got 1.25 thousand subscribers. Yes, that's right, because we are the best community. Thank you so much, everybody. Yes, thank you so much. So that's all down to everybody over here in the Discord. It's all down to the comments. It's all down to so many things that it comes down to. It's not just pure chance. I'm going to believe anyway. I'm choosing to believe that it's because we're awesome. So if you want to hit that button and support the channel, then you can. If you want to see what I get from, by the way, you know, I put hours and hours and hours of effort into this every day. This is not a job for me. It's not paying money. Let me just go back. I'll just show you. If you're interested, I'm sure you are interested, in fact. So what have I got from advertising? I have earned a fantastic whopping $82.06. I'm actually very proud of that number, you know, despite the fact it's very, very small. Very proud of that number. I want to send a massive thank you out to everybody out there about it. However, as you can tell, it's not a job. If you wanted to support the channel in a way that was actually meaningful, you could hit that button. If you don't, I don't mind. It's okay. It's all good. I trade for my income, but, you know, nevertheless, wouldn't be bad to have that little bit of extra money flow. You never know. It's always good. I get sick from time to time. If I ended up in hospital for 6 months, I would probably appreciate it, you know. But anyway, moving on with the show. That could happen, by the way. Well, not 6 months. What am I saying? Not 6 months. But like, you know, if I got knocked off my feet for a month or 2 or 3, somewhere between 1 and 3 months is what it's been like in the past. Anyway, so moving on here. XTZUSD. High in here. Is it looking like it's perhaps divergent? Not so great there on that front. What about on this one? Not so great on that front. What about on this one? Well, actually, no, the DMI is looking pretty solid. But then again, you know, it has come up to our 40. Well, actually, no, not so great on that front. Yeah, not. What am I looking at the wrong place? Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong place. DMI looks fine, actually, in terms of this recent move up the way. In terms of these two, it's come up towards this blue line, though. I've made that blue for a reason. You know, MACD, okay, cool, no divergence there. So sort of 50-50 in that front. So something to be aware of, I suppose, but not necessarily something to make you too worried about things. Instead, we can look towards our levels on this one. This is, of course, just the 1 hour chart, so I suppose it's probably a pretty bad place to look for that. Still there on that one, still there on that one. Is it showing on this one now? Yeah, you know, we're coming in for some bearish divergence here. This is going to continue on up the way as well, isn't it? Yeah, you know, so we've got bearish divergence here on this one, right? We do. Somebody asked me at one point as well recently whether or not this would be an inverse head and shoulder. I'd like to point out the key part here, which is this section, which is an upward move towards it. It's not really typical of an inverse head and shoulders. I would say no. If anything, it'd be more likely to be a head and shoulders, but then again, the head's lower than the shoulders. Then what is it? Well, actually, it's just a load of. And what we can look to is this is general sort of formation on this one. But we want to look towards the horizontal levels, right? As you can see here, we've been pushed back from the 100% retrace area where we had this drawn in at before. What does that mean? Well, it means we've come in here and put in a double top area so far, you know, kind of technically speaking, compared to where we were over there in the past. I want to see the prices pushing past this 333 area. As you can see, the prices are at 334 at the minute. Is it therefore any surprise that we have a bit of this divergence? A couple of questions being asked about it. Well, if you ask me, it's not much of a surprise because we've been talking about 330 as a profit taking area for the longest time. How high have we come up as high as this though? 340. Very good. You know, we've moved up to that. Can we target the 350 area as our next area? 1414 up there at 360. Perhaps the 1618 there at 374.78 cents. Yeah, or 374. Yeah, we could. We could. This is a bit divergent. It's just a warning sign. What have we got on the go as well then, just to look and draw a little bit more of a contrast on this bad girl. Well, how's she doing? Looking at this here, we can see that our upward trend line drawn in with this purple line here was very much broken as we went down past the neutral line here on this one. How's that going to turn out for us? Is this just going to ultimately turn out to be some sort of hidden bullish divergence on this one? Well, it could. And how would we achieve that? I think if we just continued to move towards the top side and did actually come in for that 350 high, we'd probably look back at this as being hidden bullish divergence, but the minute it's premature, it's definitely too early to tell on that front. Moving on over to some of the other charts, I just want to see how we're doing over here on this one. You know, we came in here, it was a bit bearishly divergent. We spoke about this at the time, did we not? It's on the 4 hour time frame, so this would have been yesterday. It's like, yeah. So we would have had that covered in yesterday's episode. So yeah, and since then we've just seen a pullback in the prices. Sure, now we've come back up. We're above the 21 EMA. They've stayed uncrossed. You know, they haven't crossed down the way or anything yet. That's decent. This 10 simple moving average is basically useless. Is good and all. People like it. It's good. It's great. It's fantastic. It's great. It's great. Super duper. Anyway, we came back down, touched the 50, moved towards the top side. On that one, well, our main targets really do remain the same. You know, as you can see, when I was talking about double toppy areas, and I drew in a circle over there, and then drew in a circle over here, and says we're coming up towards a double top area. Where did I do that at? Just here. You can see over here in terms of the HIP BTC chart, so that's exactly not the case. If we see this rise towards the top side, and this actually catches up with the price, it's now 34 cents away. It was 20 cents when we were looking at it yesterday, I believe. Then, you know, we maybe see an influx of momentum across the board. You know, across the board might be something to look out for. I'm definitely positive about this coin in general. You know, but I would be kind of looking towards the key areas for us. You know, we're at that 330 area. Movements down the way from this. If we go down below $333.20, what are we going to call it? What do you want to call it? What do you want to call it? What do you want to call the support level currently? 328. Let's just see if anybody gets back to me on that one. What do you want to call it at the minute? What are you thinking? You know, we've been looking at this for quite a while. I wonder, you know, if we see movements down below 326, 327, 328, whatever we're talking there, you know, maybe then we come back down to 316, and then we would want to see support coming in there and saving our asses. If we don't see that, then of course, then the next target is going to have to be $3 again. You know, in which case maybe this is sort of the harbinger for that. If that's the case, you know, we'd be looking towards that as a pullback. Oh, by the way, check it out. By the way, you know, we were talking about the Ethereum prices a lot. Looks like my oscillators don't want to load in right now. Who cares? It's all coming together. Oh, fabulous, fabulous. Oh, fabulous. Looking at these two lows here, you can see on the 4-hour time frame that this was definitely bullishly divergent as we came into this fuzzy line. Now we came up, back tested it, as they say, retested it, as I say. I hate the word back tested. It's just an inaccurate use of the word. Back testing, by the way, back testing is, if I say to you back testing, what does back testing mean? Well, back testing is to say that when we're above the 21 EMA, the prices tend to move towards the top side. When we're below it, they generally move towards the lower side. Right now, we can see we're above it. Let's back test that theory. Going back the way, yeah, you can see that's how it is. And then we move below it here. Then we were moving down the way. Then we're moving down the way here when we were below it. Then we took over it here and moved towards the top side, but we couldn't sustain it. We moved below it again. But then we came up above, and yeah, we did. We moved towards the top side there. We're back testing this at the minute. That's what that word means. When people say it, they've not come from a professional environment where they use the word like that. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Nobody cares, right? But what you're looking at here is a retest of the fuzzy line there at 76, and we've moved back up. And are we going to get above our target? Now, our target at the minute has to be 85 currently. 85 currently. Move above the 55 EMA. That'd be satisfactory. We're getting in a higher high. Even at the minute, it looks like we may be just about getting one in, but we've not got it without divergence. Even just this point here could even ultimately end up turning back around again on this one. It could ultimately, you know, it could move down the way if this were to sink off. So what we want to see happening is for this to move up and actually try and move above 85. That would be pretty good. Let's check in with what I asked. 330, 328, probably right. Wick down to 330 and was rejected. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking as well. Hope you're liking the fact that I've given you a shout out, by the way, my friend, my good friend. Now, I want you to know as well, everybody who's not this particular chap, Litters the Fiend, that you're totally more than welcome in the Discord. We'd love to see you there. It'd be great, you know. But we have got active conversation on the go on this one. And I just wanted to say, you're great. Giving you a shout out right now in this Tez video I'm making. Exclamation mark. Just want everybody to know that I genuinely read your comments as well when you leave them on the YouTube videos. I do interact in the Discord. You know, it's all good stuff, good community over there. Join it. Right, so back over to Tezos again. 333, brilliant. Look at that price. 333. 33333. This is what we've been talking about for a while. So we're at that 33333 area. We have got the potential for divergence to come in here if we don't see the prices actually manage to continue towards the top side. Coolio, that could happen. Let's not panic too much so long as the prices remain really above. What do we want to call it? We're back doing this thing again. 328, 326? Depends, If we need to, we can see 316 come in, with us putting in a higher low overall. As you can tell, the previous low was in this area just here. So anything, if we came in down the way here and then up again, then that would just be a higher low. We'd have to see how we handle the divergence in the longer term. It is just a warning sign. That's what that word says warning, by the way. So yeah, looking at all of that would be what I'd be looking at. Otherwise, very good, because we're in an upward trend on this coin. We've seen other things. It'd be nice to see it do a link. Did I read that in the Tezos chat earlier on? I did. It would be nice to see us do an all-time highs, move towards the top side. Then, a 618 retrace towards the low side, followed by a 618 retrace towards the top side again. Then I'm coming up here towards the 786 where we so often see the prices turn around. Or to break it, indeed, as we had over there, where Tony's saying that, so if we were to break it if Blink had broken that towards the top side, that'd been good. But it came back down here and turned around at that 80k area. Will it move above 84? Blah blah blah. Will it do all that? Even if it just did this, it'd be nice because look at how that panned out in terms of trading the thing. I was calling the episodes things like shooting fish in a barrel. I think you can see why. If you're looking at the Tezos price, and the two of them have operated more similarly to each other than other coins have to each other in the market at the minute, that would be where I'd be looking at those two. And if you want to say that that's a positive thing, you'd be right, because to be associated with Link in any way at the minute is probably to be associated with the best performing asset in the crypto sphere over the last 3 years. So, solid. Solid. If that continues. Let me just have a wee quick look at Algorand, by the way, because we talked about this in the big episode yesterday, and I'm pleased to see this moving towards the top side. Pleased to see it's done it without the divergence. Very good. Pleased to see it's come up to the 382 so far. That's good. Maintaining closes above the 236. That's good. The moving averages twisting back around again. Pleased to see the 21 EMA crossing over the 55 EMA. All very good. Great. Good stuff. Nice one. Anyway, I'm tuning out now. Thanks very much for tuning in. My name's Rocky Outcrop. It'll still be Rocky Outcrop tomorrow when I come back to do yet another one of these daily episodes. I do them weekdays, by the way, so Monday to Friday you can expect to see me on your telly screens talking about Tezos, Bitcoin, Chainlink and Ethereum. And on a Wednesday I like to do an across the markets look, although I am questioning right now whether or not I will bother doing that again next week. If you've enjoyed this episode, let me know. If you've got any value from it, let me know. By the way, if you've got no value from it, also let me know. I wouldn't be too surprised. I'm sure there is some value in there, but I ad-lib these things to talk away. It's all very much in my short-term memory. It's quite hard for me to remember what I talked about whenever I'm done. In fact, to the point where I could almost watch my own technical analysis on YouTube if I wanted to find out what I was thinking, but it works out quicker for me to just redo it, But I would watch mine. I would watch my technical. I would, right? I would subscribe to my own channel. How bizarre. I would. Do you know what? Have I subscribed to my own channel? Can I subscribe to my own channel? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, but I would, right? Catch you next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. YouTube.com/RockyOutcrop if you want to share this with your friends. Oh, I forgot to tie my hair up during this episode. I meant to. It's a lot of hair that the man's got over there, isn't it? Does that look better? Probably not. Catch you next time. Thanks so much.